Teaser now that Aaron's here. I mean, that's I can't.
Hello everyone and welcome to Action RPG. I'm your host Aaron, and for today's video we're headed to the world of Last Epoch. Mike, one of the senior developers at 11th Hour Games, held his normal Friday Q&A live stream on Twitch, which means I get to bring you Dev Chat 60. As always, Mike answered lots of good questions and gave us one leak for the stream. And he did have an announcement. Next Friday, or I guess this coming Friday stream, he will have a lore master with him live on stream. So if you have any lore questions, get them ready for this coming Friday. And I'm gonna try and make like a lore version of Dev Chat 61 for next week. So that is the announcement. So let's jump right into the video with the first question. I'm gonna allow Mike to read it and I will respond.
I've been watching Streamer House play this game for 2 weeks now. He enjoyed the Last Epoch. The main complaint was the end game. Every time you reach level 100 Monolith, his build took a lot of damage compared to the last normal Monolith. He stopped playing last night because of that. Is level 86, for example, too much for level 100 content in this game? Seems that there's a lot of defensive stat focus on, and there was another complaint he had. Yeah, I mean, level 86 and level 100 content, that's a pretty big gap in any game, right? Like, you're... Like, that's a pretty big gap. There's not a lot of like intrinsic. So there. I don't guess I want to make this clear. There's not a lot of power gained in those last 14 levels. However, the content is assuming that you've played enough content that you've got gear that would be associated with a character at level 100. So a lot of people would be like, oh, my level 85 can do level 100 content. Partially that's often because they've got gear from other characters that they've brought over. So it's like level 100 quality gear. And that's the same sort of thing. Like that happens in all sorts of games. So like you can like beat Diablo Chaos Tristram with a paladin at level 20 something, even though that's arguably level like 110 content. But because you've got gear that's farmed so nicely, it works. Even though it's low level gear, it's high quality low level gear, if that makes any sense. I think it's the same sort of thing. So hopping into level 100 content severely under leveled without proper preparation, yeah, is generally going to be really tough. Likely, I would say, probably had more normal monoliths that could be completed to gear up better as well.
Okay, so when I was streaming last week, I actually raided Streamer House a few times and watched him play. He's newer to the game, okay, and I get it how it's frustrating jumping from normal monoliths to empowered. Please, because Mike goes on to talk a little bit about this, like, we don't know what we're going to do about that jump to empowered. Please do not make the game easier. Streamer House was just playing, and he I don't want to say he didn't know what he was doing, but he was new to the game. So as far as making sure that you're maximizing your passives, making sure you're using the right skill nodes, making sure you have the right affixes for the gear for your build based upon what you're trying to do. Once you learn all that, empowered doesn't become as much of a problem. If anything, I think you need to make it more difficult, okay? I'm just putting it out there. Please don't make the game too easy. Mike, can you explain to us how you plan on monetizing Last Epoch?
Well, our monetization plan hasn't changed in the last 5 years, or whenever we started this thing, 4 years. And that's to have a single sticker price for the initial purchase of the game, and that will unlock all of the content for you forever. So any expansions to like new zones or new monoliths or new mechanics or things like that, that'll all just be like everyone who has the game gets it, gets to keep it, gets all the updates. And then very strictly cosmetic only microtransactions for cosmetics and cosmetic only stuff. I don't know how many times I have to say cosmetic in that sentence, just to be clear, but
A lot.
Like we already have a rough overview of the. This is actually completely changed now, but this is kind of just to show that this is sort of the style of thing we're planning, where you can change the way your gear looks, and change the way some skill effects happen and things like that. And there's already some pets, so we can. Where's a pet that people have easily? Look at this guy. So yeah, we have, and these are some pets that come with the supporter packs at the start of the game right away. I know mine looked weird, that there were some that you shouldn't be able to unlock without not unlocking the other ones, but that's because it was an account used for testing.
Thanks for showing us. I get this question all the time because my channel, I've been covering more and more predatory microtransactions we see in games. And people always say, is Last Epoch going that route? And I say, as of right now, they give me no reason not to trust them. They have said strictly cosmetics. The game has a retail price and there will never be paid DLCs. So I trust them. If that ever changes, I will call them out. Mike, any plans right now to do anything with sets? I know this question gets asked all the time. What's the plan?
I mean, yeah, like they're on the radar. We want to work on them. We've been busy doing other stuff. Haven't got to it yet.
Not happening. Don't
have any concrete plans I can share. But yes, they're on the radar. They're on the list. The list is long. They're on it.
More to come. Lost Memories question?
Can you tell us about Lost Memories? What can you tell us about Lost Memories, and why do you think it's a good idea that they're included in 0.9? Well, if they were completed, I think it would be an amazing idea to appear in 0.9, because it would be an extra system for players to play with and get feedback on. Can't really tell you much about them. Partially because it's probably going to change a ton from what we've had planned for a long time before they actually get in. This is a cool item. This is a really cool item.
I got a few of those. You did not know this. Lost Memories is going to be another endgame system for Last Epoch. But again, like everything else, it changes over and over again. I like it when this happens.
It's a really cool item.
Listen.
Thanks for confirming Last Memories on 0.9. You know, sometimes things like that get posted. I'm like, did I just actually do that? Do I have to go back and rewatch this to make sure I didn't just say that? But I'm pretty sure I didn't just say that.
You didn't. But I wish you told us more. Time for a question I asked. Mike, is 1.0 Cycle 1? I actually get asked this question all the time, and I always say I think so, but I don't know.
They might not line up perfectly. Like we might do. I answer is I don't know yet, but I think what might happen, if I was gonna guess, is say 1.0 will drop, and then once we're sure things are stable, we'll start Cycle 1. Because we don't want to have the internet hug of death wreck the start of Cycle 1.
That makes sense.
Unless we're like really confident because we're already, everything's going so well in testing, maybe we will start it right away. I don't know. That'll be a decision for someone smarter and more experienced than me.
There's no one smarter than you, Mike. And just like that, we are already at the end of this video, but don't worry, we are gonna end with the leak, and I'm gonna show you this new armor set. Mike, as always, thank you for continuing these Friday live streams. The community truly appreciates it. We're excited for the Lore Master next week. Maybe I'll bring some juicy questions to the stream. 2 asks at the end of this video. Ask number 1, I'm hoping today's the day I have earned your subscription. Hoping today's the day you make the decision to push that little red button. I would really appreciate it. We have a goal of 20,000 subs on the year. We're about 850 away, but only if you think I deserve it. Ask number 2, check out my Patreon. Thank you to the first 42 people that have signed up. Become an instant ARPG VIP and get Patreon exclusive content at the first link in the description. Access to our weekly blog post, access to our weekly podcast, You get VIP access in the Discord, you get a special title, and based upon what tier, we could stream together, we can make content together, lots of good stuff. First link in the description. That's all I've got. Mike, take it away.
I got something for you. Just a little something. Wait, why is it not? There we go. Just a little. Come over here for a second. Oh, come over here for a second. Yeah. It's my other drink. Gotta have 2 drinks. Here's the responsible drink. Really cool rogue armor. I think she'd be swimming in there. I think she'd be swimming.